Hello, everybody. I pray that y'all are doing good. The lighting in my videos is always the worst, so please forgive me, y'all. But I wanted to get on and share this experience that I had not too long ago, in a dream that came shortly after this experience happened. So I was applying for jobs after I ended up quitting my job from April of this year, and I needed to find another opportunity. And so I was just really doing my research, searching around on Facebook groups, Reddit, just trying to find opportunities. Sometimes Indeed was hit or miss, and then sometimes LinkedIn was hit or miss. It was really hard to find an opportunity. So as I was scrolling on Facebook, just reading, typing in different search, options about jobs and different things, I ran across this company where they will pay you to uh, grade uh, test. So high school, middle school, elementary, you would be the one grading. So basically you're a scorer. So I was like, okay, this is a great opportunity. But I knew it wasn't going to be something long term because it's really just based on the season. I'm gonna see if I can kind of get more light in here, y'all. I may not be able to. Looks like it's gonna rain. And so I went ahead and I applied for the position, and I was just waiting to hear back from them. They got back to me fairly quickly, just letting me know that they were going to go ahead and move forward with me. However, I needed to submit that I met their educational requirements. So I went ahead and I sent that in, sent a picture because they wanted me to have a picture sent in. And I sent them that. And then it took like 2 weeks for them to get back to me. So by that time, I'm like, whatever, I'm moving on because just the timeline was, it was just taking too long. And so after about 2 weeks, they finally reached out to me and they're wanting to go ahead and move forward and do the onboarding, the I-9, all that, right? So this is a remote work from home role. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me just go ahead and send in all my information. However, as I was starting to fill out all my information, type everything in, I felt hesitancy. I didn't feel good in my spirit about it. And so I waited and I was like, you know what? They took about 2 weeks to reach back out to me. I'm not going to rush this. I'm going to wait because why do I feel this way? And so what ends up happening is that night, well, no, actually, God gave me a dream and then they reached out. Yeah, God ended up giving me a dream first. And so with the dream, I'm in a classroom. I'm already in a school. Okay. And I'm in this room. I don't know if I was like in a break room or something, but I'm in this room. And I just remember maybe I saw a refrigerator or something. And all of a sudden, this woman walks in and she looks to be of authority, very administrative. Um, you could just tell she had some type of high rank in the school system, right? And so she walks in and she basically grabs me by my arm. And of course, I'm being defined in the dream. And then she arrests me. So I'm putting my hands behind my back. She's putting the handcuffs on me. And basically, she's saying, it's time for you to go to prison. And it was the strangest thing because I knew it was her, but at the same time, I knew it was a spirit speaking through her. It was just the strangest thing, but I knew it was the physical person, but it was also a spirit. Okay. And so she arrested me and now she's taking me down the hallway. I don't know why I want to say corridor. And so now we're going down the hallway and she takes me into a classroom. Now I'm going into this classroom. She goes ahead and she unhandcuffs me. I hope I'm saying that right. Uncuffs me. And now I am in this classroom with a whole bunch of other adults. They're already taking this test. And the crazy thing is, I just felt like I was in prison. Like I felt like I was being monitored. And this wasn't just going to be um, an easy opportunity, an easy job. And so I end up sitting down at the desk and I believe after that, yeah, I woke up. And so now I'm a little bit like shaken a bit and I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, because as soon as I woke up from that dream, that's when I checked my phone and it was an email from this particular company letting me know they wanted to move forward with the onboarding process and the I-9 and everything else. But after that dream, I had hesitancy. And I'm like, no, this dream means something. So I went ahead and I did my research. And when I checked Indeed for this particular company, so many people were saying that it was heavily monitored. You're basically being micromanaged. there's alerts that pop up excessively on their system that they use for you to score to grade, alerting you you're moving too slow, you're too idle. It's just a lot of alerts, alerts, alerts. And so it basically would have felt like a prison. I wouldn't have been happy. I would have just felt miserable had I went through with that opportunity. And so God was giving me a warning, and he was showing me this is not what he had for me. This is not what I have for you. And so it's so hard because I really, really needed employment. And when you're desperate, you just really want to jump onto the first thing that comes. You don't really think it through because you're just like, oh my gosh, I need this money. And that's essentially what it was. But it would have stressed me out even more. It would have just really depleted me. Because anybody that's been micromanaged, where the boss is constantly down your throat, they're following you all through the workplace, they're constantly calling your name, they're pressuring you. Nobody wants to work under those environments, right? And so God was warning me, don't go any further. And I didn't. I ended up just not even reaching back out to them, and I just let it go. So please, y'all, pay attention to your dreams. God is often speaking. He's often trying to warn us before destruction. Just because opportunities show up doesn't mean you have to jump on them so quickly. Okay. So pray about everything. Seek God before you apply for any role. And even after you apply, pray. Make sure that's the door that God wants to open in your life. So God bless y'all. And I'll see you on the next video.